first day, second day, and then something happens on the third day, you feel better. Once I felt that this is working, I've been waiting all my life. The relief, you can feel it. And then there's no stopping you. There's no stopping me, because if I see this is working, bring it on, you know. And it's so empowering. You feel like you're climbing Mount Everest, and you're doing it with a smile on your face. Whoa, wait. Where's my pain?
My name is Dr. Tim Weeks. I own a health clinic called Whole Body Health, and I believe that I have made a discovery. And now, I feel the need to share this discovery with the world. Back in my office, I've been treating people and talking about this for years, but I felt the need to do more. I felt the need to reach more people, to help more people heal. So, packed my bags, grabbed my friend Ben, who filmed this movie, ventured off to beautiful Costa Rica to write a book, do this formula myself, and enjoy my new surroundings. But as fate would have it, a man with an incurable disease named Prasad heard about what I was doing and came to me and asked me if I could help him with his fibromyalgia. It was one of those times when God put someone directly in your path, and so I told him, yeah, Prasad, I can help you, but you gotta let me make a movie about it. Here's our story. So, Prasad, am I saying that your name right?
Yes, Prasad.
You came to me this week and you basically said, look, I need to be healed. I have fibromyalgia. You told me you've been suffering with it for 16 years, correct?
20 years.
20 years? Why don't you tell me your story if you can? Basically, how you got to where you didn't feel like your body was functioning, the pathway of getting sicker, where you are now.
Sure. Well, I was always very athletic. I was on a football team pretty much since I was 10 years old until I was 16 and a half. Around that age of 16, I started having a lot of pain in my muscles. And, you know, as an athlete, as a football player, soccer player, it made sense that the muscles hurt, and you know, I went to a doctor or two, and they told me it's normal, there's nothing, you know, just put some Tiger Balm on it, and it's just part of it. At one point, it felt like something is wrong, but all the doctors said there's nothing wrong. Yeah. So I just continued with it.
With this muscle pain?
With this muscle pain, and at one point, towards 16 and a half, even 17, I quit the team. Okay. I quit playing because it was getting too intense. Having pain, having chronic pain, it isolates you. It puts you in a situation where no one can understand what you're going through. And you don't understand enough of what you're going through to express it. You're just kind of stumbling in the dark. I started my military service, and of course I was feeling very bad. Very tired.
So
very
the
sore.
muscle pain progressed into fatigue.
Yes, yes. And if I would have to say what was the main problem, it was the muscles.
Mm-hmm.
The fatigue, somehow I could bear with, but it was the muscle pain, especially in my inner joints. Living like this with chronic pain is just like two words combined, but what it means is you're just suffering 24/7. There's no break. There's no place where you can relax. You can't escape it. It doesn't matter what you do, where you are, it's always there. And it poisons you from within. It kills you from within. I would go once a week, twice a week to see the doctor.
Constantly saying, I'm hurting, I'm tired.
I'm in pain, I'm tired, I can't do the things you're asking me to do. And it was always the same wall. It was just a wall. It was insane. For a whole year, I would go. Once or twice a week, I would go there and I would cry to him and I would tell him, please help me. I can't.
So the military service in Israel is 3 years?
3 years.
And so did you make it through the 3 years?
No, I didn't.
What happened?
What I did was I went to see a private doctor outside of the military. I paid a lot of money, but he was the first doctor who said fibromyalgia. I never heard about that thing before. Very few people heard about it before.
Did he push on certain points about it?
Yes, trigger points. He told me, look, this is what you have.
Okay.
Go back to your military doctor and tell him this is what you have.
Yes.
And he wrote me the note, and he was
Yes.
like a big professor. And I remember I went to the doctor and he looked at that and he laughed.
For the next 17 years, can you summarize what your life has been like?
Since then,
Mm-hmm.
it's always a search of some way to ease my pain.
Mm-hmm.
This is what brought me also to this place,
Costa Rica.
Costa Rica, and this community. I started acupuncture a bit. It helped a bit.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't really solve the issue.
Mm-hmm.
I did all sorts of body work, massages, deep tissue, shiatsu. Always getting really excited and then falling into despair and disappointment when I realize it doesn't really take it away.
Yeah.
And it's like this endless dance between hope and despair. And the higher you go with hope, the lower you crash into despair. So. And then comes a moment when you realize it's not working. And this wave of despair and it just takes you, it crushes you, it just breaks you, and it puts you in a worse place that you are. As fucked up as you are before, once you got your hopes high and you went for some solution and it didn't work, it's depressing. Everything helped a bit, but in the end of the day, in the morning I wake up and I'm still exhausted, and I lose my drive to continue with something because nothing helps. It feels like I'm standing in the pouring rain and you're the healer or the doctor or whatever, and you give me an umbrella full of holes, and you say, okay, this can help, and I'm standing there and I'm getting soaking wet, it doesn't really help.
So, your story has really hit home with me, because I always tell people they either show up at me first or last when they tried every other thing. I believe there is a methodology for solving fibromyalgia. Everything is stress, right? That's all there is there's things that weaken us and things that strengthen us. You get enough things in your life that weaken you, unknowingly, and you begin to progressively break down. You begin to progressively build up metabolic acid. And I think that's what you're feeling in your muscles. So we're gonna try it. For 21 days, you and I are gonna work together, and let's see what we can accomplish, okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
My name is Prasad. I have fibromyalgia, and I'm fully committed to ending this and getting rid of this, because I don't want to live like this anymore. I can't remember what it is not to live like this anymore, and I want to give it a shot.
Well, every Wednesday, all the kids, they organize this football game with their parents and other friends. And many times he'd be too tired or be in pain to do the stuff with me. So, all the parents are there. And yeah, he's at home, probably sleeping or something. Also, there'd be a time I'd want to play a game with him, but he'd be in a bad mood because he'd been in pain. Just have no energy.
What is fibromyalgia? Well, currently researchers say that it's an increase in the pain signals going up and down your autonomic nervous system. Their cause? Officially, they don't know. The solution? They have none. What it is characterized by an increased pain in the different extremities of the body. If 11 of 18 pain points are painful, well then you have fibromyalgia. It's characterized by an increased vice-like pain in your arms, your abdomen, your back, your hips, your leg, your feet, all over your body. It's also characterized by an increase in other types of symptoms. Fibromyalgia patients usually have an increase in insomnia, mood changes. Many of them feel like they're exhausted all the time. No matter how much they sleep, they get no rest, and they feel like 4 hours feel just like 12. And so they use medications. Medications like opioid-based pain pills. They use steroids. Many times they even use things like antidepressants in an effort to quiet down the autonomic nervous system. But what this does is it basically just numbs your life. It doesn't actually correct the problem. And so we have to ask, what is fibromyalgia? What is creating the pain? And how do we get rid of it? So what is the cure to fibromyalgia? No matter how many billions of dollars that they spend, they're never going to find one. You know what? It's the same with cancer and diabetes and heart disease. By going after the disease and trying to drive it from the body, it never works. Never has, it never will. It's like trying to get darkness out of a room by adding more darkness. The only way you can get the darkness out of the room is by bringing in the light. Albert Einstein once said, you can't solve any condition with the same thinking that got you into that condition. And so what we need to do is we need to ask a better question. How can I build up health? This is what I've been working on for the last 10 years. By combining health cures, each one magnifies the benefit of the other one. You know, Mother Teresa had this figured out. She once said, don't ever invite me to an anti-war rally, but if you have a peace rally, please invite me. She got it. You cannot go after the bad, you can only build up the good. And so we've been asking the wrong question. The cure to fibromyalgia, the way to get all this acid and pain out of the body, is simply to improve our cellular environment by combining health cures together.
The big thing that jumped out at me is when I was testing you, hold your arm up, resist me, you have very little function. Make a fist, resist me, hold. Your nervous system's not working. So is this as hard, go as hard as you can. Yeah, you see there's just no strength there. And so your body, your electrical system, your cells, your nervous system, close your hand as hard as you can. Don't let me turn your hand over. It's just functioning at maybe 30 or 40%. You're alive, but you're not
I'm weak.
alive.
Yeah.
Muscle testing is an incredible diagnostic tool used by AK doctors or applied kinesiologists to find out what strengthens or what weakens people. Everything on earth has the potential to be good for us or bad for us. And by using muscle testing, you can get immediate feedback on individuals if something's good for them or bad for them, strengthens them or weakens them. Simply put, if you hold something that's bad for you, it will short circuit your nervous system, weaken you, and your arm will drop. If it's good for you, it will strengthen your nervous system, your arm will become strong and stay up. So I tested everything in Prasad's life. All the food he eats, the tobacco, thoughts, water, medicines, everything. Anything that weakened him, I removed completely. Anything that strengthened him, I added more of it to his life. So we're gonna make sure that your diet is right, you're moving properly, we're gonna supplement with some nutrition, we're gonna reset all your allergies, we're gonna adjust you, and we are gonna oxygenate your body, okay? And so, at the end of this 21 days, I wanna be able to test it and not be able to beat you at all. I want full functioning of the nervous system, of your cellular function, and then I'm gonna teach you how to try to keep it there, okay?
Yeah, absolutely. Being tested, and actually at one point he said, everything is bad for you. You're like allergic to everything. Eggs, nightshades, yeast, gluten, sugar, milk. And I was like, okay, guys, please, can you help me? I'm ready to live my life without pain. Wow, what a crazy thing to say, live my life without pain, but that's what I want. This is where I'm going, and I'm focused on that. All the rest will fall in.
Please listen carefully.
Placebo. Even scientists say that the most powerful drugs on earth are only 10% more powerful than your brain and mind. So I asked him, I said, Prasad, why do you have to get better? And then I kept repeating to him, and I had him repeat to himself, I can and will get better. And I used placebo as a powerful method to upregulate his faith in this treatment plan and his need to get better.
But why? What do you need to do? Why do you need to be alive?
I want to be healthy. I want to see how this life feels without having to suffer so much. I want to wake up in the morning and feel like I did sleep. I want to see how it feels to just go through this life without having this thing in the back of my head, this pain in my body. I have to take care of my beautiful wife, and my beautiful child.
You're the only one who can do that.
Well, they're tough, and they can handle this life without me. But I think it's much better for all of us if I'm 100% able to be there for them, to do whatever it takes.
They need you.
They need me.
They need you.
And I need them, whatever it takes. Whatever you tell me to do, that's exactly what I'm going to do, because this is urgent. I'm ready to heal myself.
My name is Prasad. I'm 37 years old, and I love myself completely.
My name is Prasad. I'm 37 years old, and I love myself completely.
Hold. See, this is the problem. I'm going to do a tapping protocol. Okay, all of this is just trying to reprogram your nervous system. Go ahead and say it out loud.
I love myself completely.
Yeah, I love myself completely.
I love myself completely.
Oh, good. I love myself.
I love myself.
You know, as the Bible says, as a man thinketh, so is he.
George Seinfeld says, George, if you believe it, it's not a lie.
That's right. And so, there we go.
Please listen carefully.
He ate nothing but protein, fat, and vegetables. That was it. The sugar had to go because the only way we could get the acids out of his body is if we converted his body's metabolism and his Krebs cycle over to burning fat. So 0 sugar. You're gonna be straight vegetables, lots of fat. You can't cut out sugar and fat.
Okay.
Because these are your only energy sources. So feel free to the best thing you can do honestly is to roast vegetables in coconut oil. That's probably, and making soups, with vegetable soups. If you want to put protein in them, no problem. And really, truly, we're going to be doing lots of things with you, but the most important is just getting your foods right.
I love this food. It's easy, it's friendly, it's happy. I don't know who's this guy just saying all these things.
Sorry.
It was a great game as well.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What was it?
I got some insane saves if I can say so myself.
Yeah.
Why not?
Right, insane.
Like how insane.
I did a double save.
Double.
The guy he was guarding, which was Manu, I didn't manage to reach him before he got to
Seriously,
the
should
letter.
I call him? And
I was like,
give him...
Rada, first of all, you were supposed to guard him.
Good.
Second of all, he's a meter taller than me.
Good. Make sure he understands. Excuse me, you're kind of diverting from the very crucial question I've put.
Alright.
What about me?
Now you do
when
another-
when you're gone. I'm here confused. Oh, yucca. Can I eat yucca? I don't know. Dr. Tim told me not to eat yucca, but it's fucking August now. Is it time? Can I eat yucca now? I'm just, come on.
Are you happy with where you're at?
Yes.
Do you want to get better?
Oh, absolutely.
Do another 21-day cycle.
Piece of cake.
At the end of that 21-day cycle, ask yourself, am I where I want to be? If you're not, do another 21-day cycle. Then do another 21-day cycle.
So basically, the way things are now, they're gonna stay like this for the next 6 months.
Yeah, and then when you say, holy shit, you wake up one day and you say, holy shit, I feel good. I'm better. Then go and order a large pizza. And get a 6-pack of beer.
Okay.
And just fucking go to town.
Okay.
And then when all of your fibromyalgia symptoms come back,
Yes.
do another 21-day cycle. You got this, man. Come on, man. One time.
Go, 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 go! Eat the carrot now!
I love this food. I don't know who's this guy just saying all these things.
That's right.
And then I feel the diet, cutting out all these foods and just eating vegetables and fats, and my body's responding to it immediately, just telling me, I'm happy. This is what I need. I don't need, you know, pizza and cake and chocolate and milk and cheese and all those things. My body's telling me they're great, but I don't need that. I just need vegetables. And I tell you, it's working.
Please listen carefully.
So the adrenal glands, they eat nutrition. They eat tons of B vitamins, vitamin C, glandulars. And so what I did is I put them on some really powerful nutrition. I put him on nutrition that's going to basically feed his adrenal glands and give his body the nutrition that it needs for his hormonal system to come back. Minerals are what alkalize our body. Minerals, just like if you're sending electricity through wires, minerals are what hold electrical charge. I use something called fulvic minerals. Fulvic minerals are basically ancient deposits of decomposed earth. They contain over 70 minerals. They're what's called bioactivated, which means that they can donate electrons or receive, making them super powerful free radical scavengers, absorb quickly, and restore cellular charge. Enzymes are needed for every biochemical process in the body. And we eat too many things like processed food, which is dead food. We use up our enzyme reserves. So what I use is I use a broad spectrum digestive enzyme on an empty stomach to try to rebuild up his enzyme bank account. CBD oil. Prasad was on steroids and pain pills. And the fact is, there's medication that nature's given us. And so the whole point of medication, basically, and CBD oil, is to kill off bad old disease cells. In the body, this is called autophagy. It basically means scheduled cell death. And so what I want to do is I want to kill off all the old bad disease cells in his body, the cells that couldn't hold electrical charge, the cells that were just creating toxicity. And so we used CBD oil.
Do you feel better already?
I do. Like, honestly, I do. It's like a friend of mine told me once, he's the guy who kind of started the body cleanse here and all that, and he told me, the body doesn't lie.
Yeah.
You know, the mind can tell you stories, but the body doesn't lie. And my body now is telling me good things, you know, so that's, and quickly. So we're just gonna continue on our roots.
About, what is it, 1 week now? 8 days? 10 days?
It's from, it's like a week. That's crazy. That's
1 week?
crazy. It's a week. All right. Good stuff.
You can do it.
I'll see you guys.
There, Prasad.
It's like, I don't need anything else. You know what I'm saying? This program is so, it has everything. You don't need anything. You're not missing out on anything. I'm getting physical exercise, full nutrition to my body. You know, I thought I'd miss fruits, and this weather, fruits are great. You eat fruits. I don't miss it. I just have my veggie juice. And it's fucking working great.
Please listen carefully.
I had to get his detoxification pathways working. You know, all we are is we eat and we eliminate. And if the elimination systems back up, our breathing, our liver, our bowels, we basically fill with acid. We did a 3-day fast and a liver flush. A liver flush is basically a way of getting all the sludge out of your liver. The liver is like a drain for the body, and it has thousands of pipes, kind of like your house. Well, I could feel by pushing up on his gallbladder and liver that his pipes are all plugged up.
Today I felt that he was working on my liver, and then I looked at him and I said, okay, now I get it why we need to do a liver flush. It was intense, detoxing and cleansing, it's great, but there's still a lot to go.
3 days. We're gonna fast today, liver flush tonight, and then 2 more days of water.
Yeah, whatever he said. I can't think about it too much. It's
Don't worry about it.
Whatever he said, that's what we're going to do. So, fasting now, within our momentum and everything we're doing, I guess it's much less dramatic, let's say. You know?
I say you just go with it for a little while. Let's not like define how long this is.
Hey, come on. We said 3 days. I'm counting every minute. And with all my discomfort and suffering and pain, really, if this sickness or disease or syndrome, whatever, brought me here, that's okay. I'll take it.
That's it. Oh, we gotta drink our first thing of
Yes.
Epsom salts. That's
Yay.
actually sick.
Epsom salts, yummy.
Yeah, just do water this morning. That's good.
Just water.
Yeah, perfect.
Should we have like a safe word, code word?
Just scream for your mother. And they'll know something's wrong.
Right. That's the fuck up, okay? This is private. I'll be in touch. Okay?
Hey, Prasad, you in there? Prasad,
Back the fuck away, man. Private shit.
hey, we're just filming a movie here.
Yeah, I'm aware of the movie. I need a moment to myself, okay? I need a moment. See you soon. 10, 15, half an hour, 1 hour, I don't know. See you soon.
Take your time. You might enjoy it.
That was divine. Nice and clean. We should, people should do this more often. It makes sense. Everything we're doing makes sense. Not up here. The body has its own logic. My body is talking. It's good.
I like it, man.
Yeah, how you feeling today, man?
Yesterday I was pretty lousy. I was almost sick. Like you're coming down with something, and I was nausea. I was weak. I was like, what the fuck? Then I said, fuck it. Tonight I'm just gonna go to sleep early, and I'll see how I wake up. I woke up at 7, and I felt great.
He already started doing more fun things with me. He started playing with me, let's say, on the PlayStation. He used to have no energy. He started coming more to play football with me. He's taking me to more places. It's already been great, and if the pain is totally gone, that would be amazing.
listen carefully.
Oxygen. Oxygen is the enemy of inflammation. It is the enemy of acid. It is the enemy of disease, and it's especially the enemy of fibromyalgia. So what I did was I did something called oxygen flush breathing. What this is it's basically extreme breathing. For 1 hour every day, we breathed. We breathed in and out deeply. We breathed until our bodies were basically super oxygenated. And then we did breath holding. We did breath holding because what it does is it basically opens up your capillaries, opens up your blood vessels. And then after we hold our breath as long as we can, then we take another deep breath and do another round. And what this does is it gets really deep into the body and it oxygenates deep into the tissue and it gets that deep acid out of the body. And so for 1 hour a day, oxygen, breath holding, and super oxygenation of the body.
Just lay there.
Oh, that was fucking great, man. I was gone. I don't know where I was, but there was something so good. Like, just inside and everything made sense in the body. I mean, the organs, my pain, the muscles, the contraction, the discomfort, oh, it was gone. It was gone. And when I realized it, I just relaxed. It was almost like I didn't even want to breathe. I didn't want to disturb it, you know? I didn't want to, it was just fine.
You know, the opening line of the Bible is God breathed upon the waters, right? And breathed life into the waters of the world. Yeah, it's all about breath, man. And diaphragm. Yeah.
It's crazy. It's all about breath, man. 4 minutes today. What was that?
4 minutes.
No.
So you breathe. You when you breathed out, you held it 2 minutes. When you breathed in, you held another 2 minutes.
Wow.
That's really good, man.
Wow.
It was like 30 seconds.
It was like less. It was like 25 or something.
You did like 25 seconds the first day.
Finished the breathing and I opened my eyes. You're high, but you're high on life. You're high on your own vibration, on your own body. Suddenly, breathing, which I always overlooked, but so quickly it started making so much sense. Because I don't know how it is for other people, but with my fibromyalgia, I feel that there are many parts in my body, organs, that are just dead. They're just dark and they're black and there's no light there and you're rotten from inside. That's what fibromyalgia is, in my experience. And starting to breathe, even though I was like resistant in the beginning and skeptic, I was like, what is this gonna do? It's pouring rain, he's giving me this small broken umbrella. But suddenly I could feel oxygen going into those dead areas of my body. And the deeper the breath was, the more light came in.
Please listen carefully.
Movement, walking, running, jogging, CrossFit, constant daily motions. By moving more, you're gonna flush out all the acid. I actually suggested him get a movement tracker, and I told him his minimum movement goal is 10,000 movements a day. There you go. 10 jumps. Yeah, sit-ups.
I've got fibro, didn't you get it? You can't do this shit. All right.
20.
That was 25. That was like 9 more than, what was it, yesterday? 9 more than yesterday. That's pretty good. I'm still a pussy, but I'm getting better.
What can fibromyalgia do?
Fuck it.
That's right.
Fuck it. It's a conspiracy anyways. It's a doctor conspiracy.
One more. You got one more. One good one. Yes. Activate.
That's how you fucking CrossFit. Badass. If not today, Thursday, you're up there. Maybe. Yeah, we can do that.
Okay. We're gonna go to the. I know we're taking up a lot of your time, but you did have an uncurable disease before we got here. We're trying to cure.
It's only fair, you know. It's only fair.
If you don't consciously become a warrior, it's a battle. You're a warrior. And every single thing that you look at, you say, like, is this a tool that I can use in part of this, like, game of life? I'm a warrior. Is this helping me be a better warrior? Or is this, like, depleting my defenses?
My body is producing energy. I'm feeling vital. To feel your body as an ally, not as your nemesis. I haven't experienced that in 20 years. And when I say 20 years, I don't remember the years before. I don't remember how it is not having pain. I don't remember life before fibromyalgia. My pain level dropped 40%, which is huge. It's huge. I would sell my kidney for 5% improvement, you know? Really, take my kidney. I don't need it. Just give me 5% improvement.
Please listen carefully.
The nervous system. His nervous system wasn't working. Our nervous system, it's sort of like the electrical system in our house, and circuits can go out. When circuits go out, parts of your house don't work. Well, it's the same thing in the body, and I found that large percentages of Prasad's nervous system wasn't working. This is how the brain communicates with the body for healing. He had twists in his spine, especially in his neck and mid-back and low back. And so what I did is I did chiropractic adjustments and decompression adjustments. Every day, after breathing, after he was super oxygenated, I adjusted his spine.
But out of everything we do, the fact that you guys are here in my house and you're doing it with me and all that, but having someone being able to realign my body, my back, maybe that's the greatest gift. It's a huge thing for me to receive this correction. And I feel it. I feel it in my body. I sit. I feel my back, but in a healthy way. I feel my back not in pain, in darkness and shrinking, and I feel it in light. I feel its power. I feel like actually I can hold my body.
I like this new meat. You know what I'm saying? I'm enjoying it very much.
You're like 2 weeks in.
It's... Are you sure we got the dates right? It doesn't make sense, 2 weeks in. We said 21 days, in which I was kind of expecting to go through hell. Detox and dropping all the addictions and the food, and I said, oh, I hope I make it alive to 21 days, day 21. And I was like, we just started. It's just 2 weeks. That's crazy. That's crazy. Good you got this on film, bro. Nobody's gonna believe us.
I've had my own private chiropractor here, giving me daily adjustments. And after 20 years of fibromyalgia, my posture is so messed up because you can't, your normal posture, because you're always in pain, so you have to move. You have to ease the pain, so your body's so messed up. And I really need that daily adjustment.
Please listen carefully.
All stimulants had to go. We had to allow his adrenals to heal. Sugar, caffeine, alcohol, and nicotine, all of them, completely. I did switch him to something called Indian tobacco, which actually clears the lungs.
I don't know what happened because, I always viewed myself as a very, weak person. Like, willpower was never a strong side. I never really tried to quit because I was so sure I won't be able to. It just felt like there's this sword on my neck, The fibro was telling me, okay, we've been together for 20 years. 20 years you're suffering with me. I don't think you can go on like this. It was all or nothing, in a way, I'm not gonna have a beer every few days instead of like 3 every day. No, that's not, you're still too close, to the source of pain. I have to go as far as I can. Okay, take all these things. I can't, I don't need it. Beating fibromyalgia, getting better, required for me to put everything on the table. There was something within me telling me that this is a moment, this is an opportunity in my life to really go for it. And if it doesn't work, I know I gave it everything.
So when you fall, you get up. It happens to us all. But you never ever, for the rest of your life, you never consciously go into weakness. When you fall, just make sure you fall on your back so you can look up, so you can say, all right, I'm getting up. They're gonna try to sabotage you.
Yeah.
And they're gonna say, you know what, just have this one beer, man.
Just live a little.
Live a little.
Just a cake.
It's one cigarette.
Camera.
It's one cigarette.
Camera! We lost the camera. I told him. I hope. Uh-oh, this is bad. I found it! Here's your camera.
Thank you.
There's something about Tim that is different. I just felt from the start this energy of I'm here for whatever you need. I'm gonna walk you through this. We're gonna do this together. You know, he's walking his talk. You know, it's like 18 days we've been spending a lot of time together and we've become really close, really good friends.
Know you've been a good friend, and that's in the thick and thin, and I know it's never gonna end.
There's no hierarchy, there's no I know better than you. No. You need someone like Tim. You need someone who understands where you're coming from, who understands what you need to do, who's experienced it himself. It's not like something he read in a book. I want someone like Tim who can really inspire me to do all these things I didn't think I could, but apparently I can, and they're really good for me. And this program makes it simple, straightforward. You don't need to go to the moon and back. It's all there in front of you. Very clear guidelines. And for someone like me, it's perfect. You feel in 2 days, you feel the results. You feel the results. And because it can be a tiny little shift, but if you really have been suffering, you can identify this shift and it's huge. Any relief is huge, and then you just continue. I need a new life mission. Don't worry, I have a list.
Dude, maybe you can be the person who lets the world know that there's a cure to fibromyalgia.
I'm thinking like TED Talk and big lectures, like you guys can set that up, no?
I can set up. You wanna do a TED Talk together?
Yeah. Oh, that would be so cool, man, together.
Yeah.
I didn't think about it.
So would you recommend someone else who's sick going through this 21-day process?
I would recommend even people who are not feeling sick to go through this, but definitely, if you're feeling sick, you should definitely do this. If you want to get better, this is how you'll get better. It's exciting. Yeah, bring it on. Let's try this. I've been sick all my life. I've been with this. Let's try something different.
Try healthy for a while?
I like it. It's working. It's much nicer. I just realized, you said I'm 37, and if I look back, I feel now much better than I did when I was 21, 25, 18. Like,
I do too, man.
what a gift. I'm sitting here and I'm comfortable, and I'm enjoying this beautiful sunset, and this is new. I'm able to enjoy it not through the pain, not despite the pain, but there is no pain.
There's no pain.
Right now, there's no pain. I can't believe I'm saying it. I'm glad you're recording it, because I've never even dared to dream that I would be saying something like this.
Dude, you did it. You stepped up
Can't believe.
and you
Where
freaking
did you
did it.
come from? How did you know to come here? This is the one thing I've always wanted in my life, to just be comfortable in my body, not to be in pain. You came and you put this thing in front of me, and I didn't even think about it. I just knew that this is what I have to do. It worked.
I can't wait for your wife to see you.
I can't wait for her to see me too. I can't wait for her to see Leo. I can't wait to share this with her, you know. She's out there, you know, doing what she has to do for us, for our life. Just the thought of when we see each other again in a few weeks, she'll be so proud of me. She is already, and I'm so proud of myself. Like, you know, I gave us her life back.
I've been honestly working on this formula in my head for years. Like, what is the formula for health? And I realized it doesn't matter whether you have cancer, whether you have diabetes, whether you have chronic fatigue, whether you have fibromyalgia. You add more good stuff to your life. You add more things that strengthen you, and you take away things that weaken you. You give your body a chance to heal, and it heals. Bring on the next one. I'm gonna find the next person who's got a really good reason, like you do, to get healthy.
Yeah, really wants it.
Who really wants it.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna take him through.
Everything tastes better when you're feeling good, when you're healthy. Even the sunset and the beach tastes better. I've been coming to this beach for 15 years. I don't think I ever enjoyed it as much as I did today. My name is Prasad, and I do not have fibromyalgia. Ooh.
Boom, baby.